day of September, Monday, September 1st, also known as Labor Day. All right. I'd like to read from 1 Thessalonians, beginning of chapter 4, verse 13. We do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, about those who have fallen asleep. You may not grieve like the rest who have no hope. We believe that Jesus died and rose, so to God through Jesus, bring with him those who have fallen asleep. Amen. Well, I guess maybe talk about sleep because it's a holiday and hope you have the day off if you're still in the working force. Most of us here maybe could be retired, so we can't tell one day from the other. September 1st has different significance for me, though, besides being Labor Day this year anyway. September 1st, back in 1973, a long time ago, 52 years, yes. I had mentioned I was with the Salesians, and that's the day I took my first vows, September 1st, 1973. Unfortunately, I guess you could say I decided that I maybe best suited for the diocese, so I left the Salesians. Grateful for what they told me, but anyway, it's still a special day for me. And that day, you also take a name. You could take a name, and so the name I took was Assunta. The saint's name, Thomas Assunta. Assunta is Italian, meaning the one assumed, the Assumption, the Blessed Mother. And so I try to have a devotion to Our Lady, but also not only that, was my mother's name, because she was born on August 15th on the Feast of the Assumption. So I want to recognize the Blessed Mother and also in some way recognize my mom. I think she was delighted that I, surprised by it, but took her name. Also, June 1st, 1987, my Aunt Sarah passed away. She was the main aunt in our family. We had an Aunt Margie and Helen, but she's the one that we saw who lived with us, my mother, my cousin Maria. She was a loving, kind, gracious woman. She was so proud and so good to us. So I remember my Aunt Sarah on this day. But also it's Labor Day. And work, we like to take a holiday when you work, but I think sometimes we have a problem in society. It's the lack of desire to work. The purpose of work isn't simply to provide, income, a living. Of course, that is essential, of course. But it gives an individual a dignity, a purpose in life. Not to work. It destroys your spirit. All right? It's harming. I don't care how you work, right? Whether you have the most exalted position or even just sweeping the floor, everything's important. You take pride in your work, all right? You provide something that's clean for others, but work's important. And this is part of that's plaguing our society. Not just that, the burden it puts on taxpayers, but you see it's just after a while, it just destroys them and they don't even have the energy to work anymore. So pray, not just for workers, but those who decided in a way not to work. It's killing them and it's hurting all society.